The universe giveth and the universe taketh away, and this time the universe has denied Gigi Hadid the opportunity to stand up for herself and every other woman in Hollywood during one of the biggest court cases of the year. What's up, y'all? It's Emile Ennis Jr. here with Clevver News, and earlier today, Gigi was dismissed from her position as a juror in the Harvey Weinstein trial. So Weinstein has been accused of multiple acts of sexual assault and rape by a number of women. He was one of the very first disgraced Hollywood bigwigs that led victims to start the hashtag #MeToo movement in late 2017. Now, 2 years later, Weinstein's trial has officially begun, and the courts are busy selecting potential jurors in New York. Hundreds of New Yorkers were called in on Monday for an initial screening with the judge presiding over the case. And it just so happens that one of those jurors was Gigi Hadid. According to a source inside the courtroom, Gigi met with Judge James Burke on Monday and was asked a series of questions. Questions such as if she knows the defendant, Harvey Weinstein, or any of his lawyers, the defense attorneys, or the people expected to be discussed in the case, aka any of his victims. Always one to uphold the Constitution and stay true to her oaths, Gigi told the judge that she had met Weinstein before. She also told him that she was friends with Cara Delevingne, who accused Weinstein of sexual harassment in 2017. Back then, she recalled meeting with Harvey Weinstein a few times and told her story on Instagram. She said that while on a phone call with Weinstein, quote, "He said to me that if I was gay or decided to be with a woman, especially in public, that I'd never get the role of a straight woman or make it as an actress in Hollywood." She also said that a year or so later, she actually met Weinstein in person at a meeting in his hotel. She said as soon as we were alone, he began to brag about all the actresses he had slept with and how he had made their careers and spoke about other inappropriate things of a sexual nature. He then invited me to his room. When I arrived, I was relieved to find another woman in his room and thought immediately I was safe. He asked us to kiss and she began some sort of advances upon his direction. After refusing their advances and again asking to leave, Cara headed for the door. He walked me to the door and stood in front of it and tried to kiss me on the lips. I stopped him and managed to get out of the room, she said. I felt guilty as if I did something wrong. I was also terrified that this sort of thing had happened to so many women I know, but no one had said anything because of fear. And she is just one of over 80 women to accuse Weinstein of some sort of sexual misconduct, from unwanted advances to rape. Like Selma Hayek, who Gigi also claimed that she knew in court on Monday. Selma called Weinstein a monster and also claimed that he sexually harassed her while they were working on a movie together back in 2002. Although Gigi had these connections with some of his victims, she still insisted to the judge that she could be open-minded and unbiased if presented with the case. She was sent home and told to come back early Thursday morning for more information, and that's just what she did. Gigi showed up again today to the New York courthouse for her second day of jury summons, but as fate will have it, she was not selected to be a part of the jury, most likely because of her connections to the people on both sides of the case. And that's too bad, because it seems like Gigi was looking forward to completing her civic duty and appearing as a juror. When she first got her jury summons, she posted on her Instagram story saying, "This week a dream came true. I've been summoned for jury duty, y'all. Not sure why this shocked me so much. I'd like to thank the state of New York." She continues saying, "My mom seemed concerned by my genuine excitement. I realize it will probably suck. Let me dream." Of course, this was long before Gigi knew exactly what case she would be summoned to, and I'm sure it was something more than she ever could have hoped for. But what dramatic irony, right? For now, Gigi's day in court is done. She was spotted leaving the New York courthouse early this morning, coffee in hand, looking a bit disappointed. Since the preliminary stages of Weinstein's trial began on January 6th, more criminal charges were brought up against him by new accusers, though. He currently faces up to 28 years in prison if convicted, but that could take a very long time because Gigi isn't the only person who has been dismissed from his case. New York courts are having a very hard time finding impartial jurors for this case because of the media firestorm that was surrounding Weinstein since 2017. It was the same thing that has happened to other high-profile court cases over the years, like O.J. Simpson, Michael Jackson, and more recently, Aaron Hernandez. Potential jurors in New York come into the case already knowing a lot about it and with preconceived notions about Weinstein. Some, in fact, are even still somehow a fan of him. But at the end of the day, it's a good thing that Gigi was not selected as a juror on this case. Had he been found guilty, Weinstein could have argued that the jury was impartial because of Gigi. That would have caused a mistrial and started the long, difficult process all over again. But I believe that Gigi will get jury duty one day, just like she wishes. Next time, though, it will be for something plain and simple, no strings attached. You know what I'm saying? But let's hear from you guys. I want to know what you think. Do you think that Gigi would make a good juror? And what do you think her reaction was when she found out that this is the case that she would be a potential juror for? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And then click that subscribe button if you're not already getting notifications from Clevver News, and click that bell because I really don't want you to miss a single story that we have coming your way. And then click right over here to watch another brand new story right now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here on Clevver News. I'm Emile Ennis Jr., and I'll see you soon.